across the water, looking at a majestic Motor City skyline. It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. We're at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons plan to take advantage of home court. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Greg Monroe.
Well, Monroe is one of the more promising young big men that we have in the league, Kevin, because of his offensive skill set. He can really pass from the high post. He can go down to the low block and score. He's got that strong left hand. So he's a guy who I think could be a cornerstone for this club for a long time.
I agree with you. I love his game. He's not the most athletic player, but you don't have to be always super athletic to be outstanding as a basketball player. There's more to the game than running and jumping and bouncing and highlight reel. He's able to use his body and create size and space to get his shot off, and his head is really well schooled in the game.
No good on the free throw.
Kevin Durant is one of the most laid-back and easygoing guys you'll meet in the NBA, but don't be fooled. He's as fiery a competitor on the court as anyone else in the league. He's a superstar because he has the talent, but also the drive.
And he sinks the second. And I think when you talk about the drive of Kevin Durant, Clark, it all comes from his love of the game.
I love watching Kevin Durant play. He is such a special talent, and you can see the inherent joy that he has in playing the game. I mean, it's palpable, it's obvious. He's a big-time gym rat, and he just loves to work on the game and continue to refine his skills. He's a joy to watch.
Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by Jennings. Perkins with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Detroit with the rebound. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Maurice Cheeks for a moment. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
And thank you, Doris. Now Durant, following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. Perkins with the bucket. Here's Jennings. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Smith penetrating. He kicks to Monroe. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him. Boy, you love the skill level for Greg Monroe. I mean, he played the Princeton-style offense at Georgetown. He's a terrific high post passer, and he actually handles the ball really well for a guy of his size.
And you mentioned the great hands for Greg Monroe. A nice soft touch, Steve, around the rim.
And also great at just hauling in rebounds, grabbing steals. He really has a nose for the ball.
Here's Jennings. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Stuckey passes to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Monroe's got 5. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jennings against Westbrook. Pass to Ibaka. Dishes it to Perkins. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Drummond. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's Smith penetrating. Jennings for 3. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Westbrook dishes to Durant. 7-foot shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Detroit making a switch. Singler's checked in. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Now here's Stuckey. Here's Monroe, and good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And it's 7 points for Greg Monroe. Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. It's Westbrook with the drive. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Jennings against Durant. Stuckey kicks to Monroe. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Monroe's got 9.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Westbrook with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's up a 3, and the shot is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Jennings kicks to Monroe. Stuckey outside. Westbrook against Jennings. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Westbrook.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Westbrook. He feeds it to Cephalosha. That 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Singler passes to Drummond. Kicks to Stuckey. He dishes it to Drummond. A good look for Singler. Gets an open look and hits.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. Oklahoma City gets it back. Durant attacking, feeds it to Perkins. Lays it up and banks it in. Perkins got his second basket of the night.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Jennings with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Jennings kicks to Singler. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Singler's got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
In Westbrook, here we go. Here's Ibaka. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Stuckey. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Jennings. The dish to Singler. Here's Monroe. Perkins pulls it in.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Cephalosha. A three-pointer is right on target. Cephalosha's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, off to a rough start. Just doesn't seem to have the rhythm with his shot.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role. But, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus. But Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
And here is Billups following the 3 from Cephalosha. Billups passes to Singler. Right wing, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Monroe. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
The Pistons trailing. Jennings drives in. The Pistons working the ball around now. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Westbrook dishes to Lamb. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Jennings against Westbrook. Jerebko kicks to Monroe. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lets the 3 fly. And again, the 3-point shot from Jeremy Lamb. Lamb's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Thunder. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Russell Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverley in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Lamb. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Going back to Westbrook until that knee injury. He never missed a game in his 5-year NBA career. Clark, the longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either.
Right,
Remarkably durable. So this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
And here we go. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Collison with a screen on Billups. Jackson passes to Lamb. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And 12 points for Lamb.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11" wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise offensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you gotta love his upside. A lot of potential.
Outside Jackson. Here's the pass to Lamb. Good! Lamb's got 14.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for.
Billups with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. Billups kicks to Singler, plenty of space. Again, the Pistons score.
Billups spreading that ball around like butter.
1:43 left here in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. The feed to Lamb. From 10 feet out. And the rebound goes to Villanueva.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
That's good. Phillips has got his second bucket.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Jackson kicks to Durant. Connects, the jumper drops. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Yeah, something that makes him hard to defend is his ability to receive a pass and get off an accurate shot in one quick, fluid motion. So you better beware of where he is on the floor at all times.
One of the premier catch-and-shoot guys in the league, Steve. There's no question about it.
Here's Lamb. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now a 10-point Thunder lead. Phillips up top, guarded by Jackson. Villanueva, and the beat sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Kyle Zingler.
For the Pistons, back on the floor, Josh.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Thunder leading by 10. Jackson off the pick from Thabeet. Durant kicks to Jackson. Here's Thabeet. Passes it to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Kevin Durant. Durant's got 9.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Villanueva. Stolen. Here's the beat. No good. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Thunder lead by 12. It's the NBA on 2K. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Jennings out there with Chauncey Billups. Then there's your Rebko. Then it's Smith. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Collison. Just 3 to shoot. Jackson. Second chance shot. No good. Some solid defense from Drummond. Pistons trail by 12. Outside Jennings. Off the left rim and out.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment. One of the problems for the Pistons last season was they always seemed to come out after halftime flat. Just couldn't sustain the kind of intensity and focus needed to win consistently. That was a big part of why they had such a tough year.
Here's Lamb. Off target from outside.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Dishes to Drummond. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Now, going back to the Pistons, the third quarter for them was by far their worst scoring quarter. Several points lower than any other quarter they played in, and with the sample size you get over the course of a season, that is no accident.
Well, you know, what you think about now with a team like this is that if it's young, maybe they're not used to the tweaks and the adjustments that other teams are making at them over the halftime break. So this is an area for improvement for this Detroit team.
Now here's Westbrook. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Here's Ibaka. Makes it off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 16.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Jennings. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Offensive rebound. Monroe's shot is good.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
The Thunder leading by 14. In low to Ibaka. Stolen by Monroe. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, Russell Westbrook is one of the most fiery competitors in the NBA. Teammate Kendrick Perkins said he's night and day how he is off the court. He gets in his zone, and he just feels like he's the best player on the court. Westbrook said, I don't mind playing angry. I play angry a lot. Guys, with his size and athleticism, that's a scary thought.
Infectious enthusiasm, Doris. You see it every time he steps on the floor.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Stuckey kicks to Smith. To the wing on the left. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Jennings. Here's Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Westbrook's got 5.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We've seen Jeremy Lamb having a really great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Perkins is checked in for Nick Collison.
For the Pistons, back on the floor.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Smith. He kicks to Single. The drive by Smith. That's good.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
The Thunder leading by 10. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He wants to see his guys play much more physically, saying, we're getting pushed around out there, and it's frankly embarrassing. Obviously, he wasn't holding back his opinion. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Jennings. After the made shot from Perkins, Jennings kicks to Stuckey. He feeds it to Monroe. Back to Stuckey. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Smith. Let's go. But they recover it. Tries again. Monroe, no good. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Westbrook with it. And Jennings picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pistons trail by 14.
I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you've got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy right now.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. He dishes it to Perkins. Lamb passes to Westbrook. Feeds to Perkins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Westbrook, really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
And so Perkins nails both of them.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
And the basket's good. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Westbrook dishes to Lamb. The pass to Ibaka. Fader on the way. That's good. Ibaka's got 4 points now in the quarter. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
And here is Stuckey following Russell Westbrook's 3. Westbrook against Jennings. And Singler kicks to Monroe. Singler passes to Jennings. Good. Jennings has got 6 points.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Hey, we all know how hard it was for the Thunder going into last season to trade away their sixth-man star, James Harden, but it was something that had to be done. They really missed his playmaking ability, though, and I think they missed him in the locker room, too.
Well, the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in. The Thunder leading by 17. Westbrook kicks to Perkins. The dish to Cephalosha. Lamb passes to Perkins. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook drives in, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 9 points now in the quarter. And for the Thunder, a financial decision to trade away Harden. They've already tied up Steve Money in big contracts to Durant and to Westbrook, Ibaka, and Perkins.
And Kevin, I think a lot of people questioned why they didn't keep Harden and maybe move Ibaka or Perkins. I think Perkins would have been maybe the best option, but he's really looked at as their best post defender and a guy who brings leadership and toughness. So it was a very difficult decision. But there's no doubt this team missed James Harden. You know, if you're not a big, strong guard in the NBA, it can be tough going in the paint. But for Brandon Jennings, you know, he's got that floater in the lane, and that's what's allowed him, despite his slight frame, to be able to score in the paint.
Hashim Thabit, he's checked in for Perkins. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And you know, going back to Jennings, so fast, incredibly explosive. He can really Clark get into the lane.
Yeah, but you know, he struggled finishing at the rim. Some of that because of his size. Not really a physically imposing guy. Developing that floater and learning to avoid NBA shot blockers is something that he has to continue to develop.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Westbrook dishes to Thabit. And there's the feed to Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Villanueva.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Singler. Good. Singler's got 9.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Here's Thabit. Westbrook passes to Thabit. And the rebound goes to Villanueva. Villanueva's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The 3, that's good. Villanueva's got his second bucket tonight.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Westbrook dishes to Cephalosha. Passes it to Lamb. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Billups. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Cephalosha's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Durant. Pass to Westbrook. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Swiped it away. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
Here's Jackson. After the basket by Detroit, Jackson off the pick from Thabit. Jackson gets the bucket.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Phillips against Jackson. Phillips with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Detroit with the ball. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Fires the 3. Here's Jerebko. The shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder.
For the Pistons, back on the floor.
Pistons trail by 14. Jerebko kicks to Billups. Dishes it to Villanueva. From the arc. Rebounded by Jackson.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Now here's Westbrook, defended by Caldwell Pope, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Russell Westbrook.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Left side, Billups. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agree. All of the above.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Andre Drummond. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Charlie Villanueva grabs the miss. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
Here's Westbrook. Shot's good. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Caldwell Pope. The kick out to Billups. Shoots it up. Drops one in from the wing. Billups has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Jackson. And the first half is now in the books. Thunder out in front, leading by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Damon Bruce here with you for the halftime show. Oklahoma City up on top against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And offensively, just filling it up, making the pass to the open man, generating opportunities. They are piling up points in a hurry. Jeremy Lamb putting on a clinic against Detroit. He's got 18 points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. The Pistons on the other side, not firing. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Greg Monroe coming up big. He has 11 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? Jeremy Lamb, an impressive effort here today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. Baca at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. And it's Durant in at the small forward position.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse. You know, the Pistons are really still a young team learning how to win in the league, but they made some strides last year because they started to win more consistently at home. And you could actually see this team becoming more consistent as the season went on.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Now here is Cephalosha, and the shot is good. 17 points for Russell Westbrook.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And Clark, you talked about the Pistons last year at home. 18 of the team's 29 wins came right here, Steve, in Auburn Hills.
Well, it'll take baby steps for this team to improve year to year. And obviously making that big step, signing Josh Smith over the summer to go along with that young talent, bringing back Chauncey Billups. I think the Pistons are really looking to make a move here, and it's going to be a fun team to watch this season.
Now Westbrook, following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. This one for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Stuckey kicks to Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Drummond. Up off the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I think Greg Monroe offers a lot for a team. I mean, he's a big man who can pass and shoot at a high level. But the one thing he doesn't do is really protect the rim. He's not a shot blocker in the traditional sense of the word.
The first one falls. Going back to Greg Monroe in Detroit, not a big leaper or shot blocker, but they drafted Andre Drummond, number 9 overall last year. They should be making a very nice pairing for a long time there.
Well, you think about Drummond, a super athlete and a shot blocker. Greg Monroe with his terrific skill level. Really does seem like Detroit has found its front court tandem for the next decade.
Usually the logic is that if you want to win the West, you need to get a lot of wins against the East to pad your record, guys. But the Thunders did dominate the East last season, but not as much as the other teams, and they still won the West.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the Thunder are often seen as getting into one another during games in what looks like heated arguments. But that is the culture they want, as every player can hold each other accountable. Coach Scott Brooks describes it saying, "I'm with them every day." Did they have some competitive moments? Absolutely. But that's how we work here. We challenge each other. It gets chippy. You can't argue with the results, even if it looks like they are always at each other's throats, guys.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Stolen by Durant, and here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. There's Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Monroe. Great touch on the 16-footer. Monroe's got 4 this quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something. to change out there.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Maurice Cheeks had some words for his team. He was describing the approach defensively that he wants to see tonight against Westbrook. Coach wanted to reinforce how important it is for their defense to respond much more quickly and to be alert at all times to curtail his offensive burst, ending with the statement, "We have got to put up more resistance." He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, "Those are the battles we can and should win." Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here is Smith. He's got 6. Nice D from Durant.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Here's Cephalosha. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Now here's Jennings. 9 points in the game so far. And that one's good. Jennings has got 4 points in the quarter.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the paint, Westbrook with the steal. And it's good. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
The offensive rebound, Monroe. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Drummond with the block, and they're able to recover. Jennings against Ibaka. Stuckey outside. It's back to Jennings. Six to shoot. Pass to Monroe. Into Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Smith's got 8 points.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Cephalosha kicks to Ibaka. Fade away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Pistons trail by 20. Now Stuckey. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you know, Andre Drummond got off to a phenomenal start his rookie season. I mean, the fans in Detroit were campaigning for him to get more minutes. But the Pistons kept him under 20 minutes a game, and when his back troubles crept up, it kind of vindicated their plan to bring him along slowly.
And Steve, going back to Drummond, talk about that balancing act for coaches. How much time to give a rookie? How much rope do you give him?
Well, it all depends on where your franchise is at that particular time. If you're a playoff team, you probably don't give a rookie much time. But if you're young and rebuilding like the Pistons are, you give him a lot of rope, a lot of time, and hope that he learns what the NBA is all about as it grows from one night to the next.
Well, you know, coming out of UConn, guys, there were some concerns about Andre Drummond's motor and work ethic, passion for the game. He really quickly dispelled those with his tremendous production. This was a guy who played with great energy and effort just about every time I saw him.
Here's Jennings, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Nice shot by Smith. The Thunder leading by 18. Westbrook passes to Durant. It's hauled in by Smith. See, we're talking about the motor for Andre Drummond per minute among very top rebounders in the game.
Well, he moves like a guard, Kevin. It's almost surreal to watch the way he kind of floats around the court for such a big man. And as long as he's engaged, he can have a huge impact on the game. And I'll tell you what, at his age, his upside is really off the chart.
Now here is Single. 9 points in the game so far. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And he gets it to go. 14 points for Brandon Jennings.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Jennings against Westbrook. Over to the wing. Lamb dishes to Cephalosha. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Westbrook is so dynamic offensively. Guys, his ability to score in transition may be unmatched in this league. And I still think he has potential to be even better defensively. So incredible how good this guy could be.
Yeah, he has the quickness and speed to dart in and break up a play, whether it's picking off a pass or just taking it out of your hands.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 26 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hashim Thabit, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Nick Collison subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. He hits the second from the line.
The Pistons have gone now 5 seasons, guys, without posting a winning record, and they're on their 4th coach in that time. Been musical chairs on the bench. Hopefully, they'll be able to find some stability there and some improvement on the court.
Now here's Jennings. 14 points for him, but he recovers it. Tries yet again, and the layup is good. Here's Westbrook. Outside Durant. Smith with the block. And here is Billups. He has 7. On the wing, Single. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got his 3rd assist on the night. And the Pistons' long rebuild has hurt attendance. There's no doubt about that. It's dropped over 20% over the last decade, down around 67% last season. Steve, last in the NBA.
Well, of course, this city has also been hit hard by the economy, Kevin, and that has played a role. But no question, the Pistons' struggles have led to the attendance dropping. Hopefully this team, with the good young talent they put together, can get things turned around and get these fans back.
Here's Jennings. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Jennings against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Jennings.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And he makes the first.
Well, you could see it at the start of the season that Oklahoma City was being driven by falling short in the 2012 finals. Their focus was on being the best team in the West, and they jumped on that goal right from the start.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And so Westbrook makes them both. And for the Thunder, the second best regular season record in the league last season, Steve, at 60-22.
Well, and they had the best point differential in the league, Kevin, which I think is probably the best barometer in terms of how well you're playing. But clearly the Westbrook injury in the first round of the playoffs against Houston just completely took the wind out of their sails. And I would look for Oklahoma City to be back this year with everybody healthy. They'll have a chip on their shoulders. They want to get back to the finals this year. Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 14. He kicks to Villanueva. That's good. Villanueva's got 9.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Smith against Westbrook. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Now an appropriate time as we get a chance to look at the all-time list for assist average. Some Hall of Fame point guards for sure. Magic and Stockton, the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Chris Paul right up there. And, you know, it surprises me how few players have averaged near double-digit assists. It's just not something you take for granted.
Now here's Jennings. Stolen by Jackson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
So it's Detroit now. The Thunder making the shot. Jennings kicks to Villanueva. It's back to Jennings. Inside to Villanueva, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Charlie Villanueva in this one, 9 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
No good on the free throw.
You know, Detroit, despite how they struggled, did a few good things last year, even though they fell way short of the playoffs. But playing against the Western Conference, playing well against the Western Conference, wasn't one of the things they did well.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder.
We got this. We got this.
And he's good on the second. Well, as you mentioned, with the Pistons and the West, just a 4-26 record for them, Clark, and with the second worst in the entire league. Steve, only 1 win better than the Bobcats, who had a league-low 3 in that category. What went wrong there?
Well, it's the youth for sure. They made a lot of mental mistakes. They didn't have that one player who could consistently create his own shot and open up space. That's one of the reasons they went out and got Josh Smith, to try to be that player and that leader.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Jackson off the pick from Collison. Shot off the pick. That one off the back iron and out.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over.
Jennings against Jackson. It's Jennings with the drive. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Jennings has got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Collison. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lamb. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Lamb's got 20 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Jerebko.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pistons trail by 8. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings out there with Chauncey Billups, and it's Jerebko in at the small forward.
cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Jackson with it. Five on the clock. Perkins with the bucket.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Billups. He feeds it to Drummond. Back to Billups, and that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Sefolosha. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Detroit. Stuckey comes in for Brandon Jennings.
First team foul for the Pistons. Back on the floor.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside Jackson. Ibaka with a screen on Billups. Jackson passes to Perkins. Stolen by Monroe. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Russell Westbrook in for Reggie Jackson. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. And the ball's just moving to whoever is open. And as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
Stuckey can't get it to go.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Sefolosha's shot is good.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Now here's Billups. Kicks to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, it was interesting. Last season, Josh Smith really had issues at the foul line. Started the year off slow and never could get on track. Strange to see, you know, a talented player like that and a guy who's been a reasonable foul shooter in the past have such a dip like that.
That free throw missing. And for Josh Smith, his shooting touch has been a weak point.
Yeah, it has been up and down, inconsistent, but he's a terrific finisher inside. The question throughout his career is, why does he shoot so many outside jumpers? He's a tremendous player in every other facet of the game. You could argue that if not for his suspect shot selection, he'd already have made at least one or more All-Star games.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Josh Smith in this one, he's got 11 points and also a block shot. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
And so he hits both.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Now here's Stuckey. Back to Billups. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Stuckey into the lane. Shoots from the elbow. The putback, and it's Drummond with the jam.
A top-notch offensive rebounder. Clark, it seems like he's always around the ball.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. One of those guys you've got to find when the shot goes up. Get your body on him or he'll embarrass you.
Now here is Sefolosha. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. Knocked away and stolen by Drummond. Now here's Billups. Stuckey outside. He dishes it to Monroe. Thunder with the rebound. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Feeds to Westbrook for three, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 34.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
They get it back. Drummond banked in off the glass. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 13.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
The drive by Monroe, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Billups with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Stuckey outside. Shot clock at 6.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Now here's Durant. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Durant against Smith. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. And it's 13 points for Josh Smith.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Westbrook against Billups. Westbrook dishes to Cephalosha. Now the pass to Perkins. And the shot is good. Perkins got 4 points this quarter.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Billups against Westbrook. The dish now to Monroe. The feed now to Smith. Lets it fly. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Westbrook with it. Billups picks him up defensively. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Perkins. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. And he gets it back. That is good. And the Thunder lead by 13. The Pistons have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Billups goes in. Pass to Monroe. And stolen by Cephalosha. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Perkins and the powerful one-handed slam.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
The Pistons shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Billups against Westbrook. Billups passes to Stuckey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monroe, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And here now the Thunder. Outside Westbrook. in low to Ibaka. The 19-foot shot, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. 36 points for Russell Westbrook. Pistons trailed by 15. Here's Billups. Dishes it to Monroe. Lets it go from 11, and Detroit again with the bucket.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Durant. That one a little long. For Detroit, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Stuckey dishes to Billups. Smith left side. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Detroit.
For the Pistons, back on the floor.
Off the inbound pass. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Now Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Durant attacking. The baseline J. Count that one. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Jennings kicks to Smith. Now here's Stuckey. Defense is right there.
Last season, a hard one for Stuckey. Pistons finally shifted him back to his natural shooting guard position. A lot of people thought he would break out, but instead, he had his lowest field goal percentage and scoring average since his rookie season.
And that one misses.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
No good on the second free throw.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And the rejection by Smith. Smith right side. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Outside Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Tries it from 9. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And towards the end of last season, Rodney Stuckey finally seemed to get untrapped.
Well, I tell you, early in his career, I really liked his potential. He's got tremendous talent, a strong slasher who can get to the line. Those are the kind of players who can usually be relied upon to produce buckets. We'll see how he bounces back.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
You know, really hard to try to compare Kevin Durant to somebody. I mean, it might come from who he says he modeled his game after. In an interview last season, he said that it was Larry Bird who shaped how he played growing up as a youngster.
Smith dishes to Jennings. Trained for 2 points. Jennings has got 4 this quarter. One thing Durant shared in common with Bird, a deadly outside shot, even under pressure.
Yeah, I love his unflappable nature. Kevin Durant just seems unfazed during pressure times of the games, and I think even more so, he just enjoys it. He wants that pressure. He wants the ball in his hands.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Jennings. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there fraction earlier, that's a steal.
1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Perkins. Some solid defense there from Drummond.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Jennings with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Stuckey kicks to Jennings. Here's Drummond. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. Westbrook double team. Perkins inside. Working on Drummond. Sefolosha passes to Perkins. 6 to shoot. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. The shot will not go. Smith with some nice D. Pistons trail by 11. Outside Jennings. Smith sets the pick for Jennings. Off the screen. Jennings can't get that one to fall.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time. The clock ticks down, and this is going to be a solid victory here for the Thunder.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Westbrook. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sefolosha dishes to Westbrook. Buried from 15 feet out. Westbrook's got 38 points.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Russell Westbrook.